Hello students, in this video we will learn how to sketch the parabola on a graph, right? The first here, the equation is giving to you that y is equal to 2x minus 5x. These are the answers, right? The first one, the y value is 8, 1, minus 2, minus 1, 4 and 13. In the question, you need to find out the y value, right? So all these values are basically the answers, right? So how are you going to find out these answers, right? And I'm solving the first one. The rest one is so easy, so you can do it by yourself, right? So here take this equation, y is equals to 2x squared minus 5x plus 1. So in the question, y value is not given to you. You need to find out. So here x values are given. So I'm taking the first one, minus 1 here. So 2 minus 1 the whole square minus 5 minus 1 plus 1, right? Now, and you solve the bracket. Orders minus 1 the whole square gives you 1, and then multiply by 2 gives you 2 here, right? Because minus 1 times minus 1 gives you positive 1. First we need to solve the orders, means the bracket inside, and then minus minus is plus, okay, 5, and then plus 1. Okay, when we solve, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8. See, we have found the answer. Here it's 8. Okay, this is the 8 answer that we have found. Likewise, that you need to do the another one, same thing. Like instead of 1 minus 1, you need to substitute. You need to substitute what? You need to substitute 0, right? And then you will get the y value. Once you will get x and y, you can see here the diagram. You need to substitute, right? The first one says minus 1 and 8. So where is minus 1? Minus 1 is here in x-axis, and 8 is the positive. So on the minus 1 part, then you need to go straight. The 8 is your y-axis. So here you need to mark it because it's minus 1 and 8. Minus 1 and 8. Like you need to do the second one, 0 and 1. Where is 0? 0 is the here in the corner, and 1. Basically, here we took an even numbers. The y scale is the even numbers, 2, 4 and 6. So between 0 and 2 we have 1 here. So the coordinates for the second one is 0 and 1, right? Like you need to substitute all the values. Before that, you need to find out the y value like this, okay? Sometimes it happens that you need to find out the value of the unknown. So these are the unknown values that you need to find out. Sometimes that the y value is given to you, and then you need to find out the x value, right? So it's very easy. We will solve that type of questions as well, right? Okay. Now what we need to do here, the another question means another exercise 3D, question number 1. And now question number 1, exercise 3D, it says sketch, I'm doing question 2, right? Sketch the graph of each of the following functions and then indicate clearly the coordinates of the minimum or the maximum points in the equation of the line of symmetry, right? So now the first question is y is equals to, yes, I'm writing y is equals to, sorry, let me take the another, y is equals to x minus 2 x plus 4, right? This is the question, right? Question B. Okay, yes, question B I am doing of question 1. So you will say that question B. So here it says sketch the graph of each of the following functions. You need to sketch only, right? So I'm going to sketch here. First of all, find y-intercept, right? You need to find out what? You need to find out the y-intercept here, right? So the y-intercept, okay, intercept Yes, step number 1, x takes 0. So x is equals to 0, right? So when x is equals to 0, so here you need to substitute here the x value, right? So 0, right? 0 minus 2, because here it's minus 2, right? And then 0 plus 4. Okay, 0 minus 2 and plus 4, it gives you answer of minus 8, because minus 2 and multiplied by 4 gives you minus 8. So here y is equals to minus 8, right? See, can you see in the graph? It's written here. It's a marked here minus 8, right? Okay, now what we need to do, we need to find out the x-intercept. So now find x-intercept, means these 2 points, this one and the another one. I'll show you the diagram. The another one, this one here. Their x-intercept means the points which lie on the x-axis. Now how are you going to find the x-intercepts? Takes 0, because here the value of the y is 0, right? So y is 0, sorry. So here y is equals to 0. So when 0 equals to, because y is 0 here, okay, and then x minus 2 and then x plus 4, right? We have done this quadratic equation. This is going to be multiplied with this one, right? And then again this one is multiplied with the another one. Okay, so when we multiply, we'll get x minus 2 equals to 0, right? And then we'll get two values, right? And x plus 4 equals to 0. So x is equals to 2 and another value x is equals to minus 4. As you can see in the graph, so x is equals to minus 4 and x is 1 is a positive and then 1 is the negative. So we have marked these 2 points, right? And then after plotting this, and now we need to find out the turning point. It's very important how to find out the turning point, this point. Okay, we want this point in which that the parabola is going to be turned, right? Like we need to find out the turning point, right? So I'm going to find out the turning point here. So that find turning point, right? So right here. Okay, in turning point we need to take, yes, what we need to take, students, we need to take the x coordinates, right? We need, first of all, we need to find out the x coordinates. So how are you going to find out the x coordinates? We have found two values of x. The first one is 2 and the second one is minus 4. So take these two values, add them basically. So 2, add them, right? And then what we need to do? Divide it by 2. When we divide it by 2, it gives you the answer minus 1, right? Okay. Now after that, what we need to find out the y coordinates of the turning point, right? So x, we have found the x coordinate, right? And now we need to find out the y coordinate. So I'm going to find out the y coordinate, as you can see here in the diagram. I'll show you. See here, without, because see, I'll show you this one. Wait, this part. This part is equal to the y coordinate. We must know the y turning point, y coordinate of the turning point. So how are you going to find out the y coordinate? We have found the minus 1, which is also a line of symmetry, right? So now what we need to do, y coordinate of turning point. right? Before it was x coordinate, these are x coordinate, and say x coordinate. Now we need to find out y coordinate, right? So the y coordinate, are you going to find out the y coordinate? The question, okay, in the question, you need to substitute the values, okay? So the question was x minus 2 and x plus 4. So x value we have found minus 1. So substitute here in the question is minus 1 minus 2, right? Okay, and then again, yes, again minus 1, because x value we have found, x coordinate we have found minus 1, and in the question it was written plus 4. So when we solve it, you will get minus 9. Okay, and you will solve it because minus minus plus minus 3. The answer for this one is minus 3, and answer for this one is 3. So when we solve, it gives you minus 9, right? And you can, I showed to you that where is minus 9 here? So it is minus 9. Where is minus 9? Here it's a minus 9. See, minus 9. X was minus 1 and y was also minus 9. Okay. Okay, yes, students, I hope that you people understood it. Okay, now the next question is question number 2, right? Question number 2, I'm solving the first part, right? I mean, question 2a, it's page number 71 or exercise 3d, right? So here, okay, this is the sketch that you need to draw, but before this drawing, you must know the coordinates, right? So here, first of all, the question says y is equals to, this is question 2a, right? Says y is equals to x square minus 4. This is the question. Now, first of all, step number 1, what we need to do, like we have found in the first part, find y-intercept. So I'm going to find y-intercept when x is equals to 0. Okay, when x is equals to 0, so you need to substitute 0 in the equation, right? So y is equals to x is 0 to the power square and then minus 4, right? If you have any question, please write down in the comment box. I will reply to you. Okay, and then answer is minus 4, right? Because 0 to the power square doesn't give you any value. So y is equals to minus 4. So we have found y is equals to minus 1. Where is this y is equals to minus 4? Here, right? Now, what we need to do, we need to find out, second step, x-intercept. Okay, find x-intercepts. Okay, so are you going to find out the x-intercept? Yes, we have found it earlier. When x-intercept means that y is 0, right? So y is supposed to be 0. Then what we need, we just take the question when y is equals to 0, right? So here y is equals to 0. The question was x square minus 4, okay? And then is equals to 0. This one was the question. I replaced y because the y value is 0. Okay. Now when we solved it, I'm going to solve x square is equals to minus 4. Shift to the other side. Okay. It gives you plus 4. Right. And then take square root because you need x value. X square root, x is equals to 2. So we have found this, right? X is equals to 2, and you know that when we will take out the square root, one value should be positive and another value should be negative. So x is equals to 2, or you can say x is equals to minus 2. Two values we have found, right? Now what we need to do, we need to find out the turning point. Achha, 1 minute. X is equals to 2 and x is equals to minus. So I show you in the diagram. See, this is already marked here. Minus 2 and positive 2. Okay. Now what we need to find out? We need to find out the turning point, right? So how are you going to find out the turning point? So just write the heading here. Find turning point, right? So how are you going to find out the turning point? When we compare, right? When we compare y is equals to x squared minus 4, right? So y is equals to x minus p plus q. So p is equals to 0 and q is equals to minus 4, right? P is equals to 0 and q is equals to minus 4, right? So therefore the coordinates of the minimum points are 0, minus 4, okay, right? So here say coordinates of minimum point is equals to 0 and minus 4, right? Because p is equals to 0, I mean x value is 0, right? And the 4 minus 4. So minus 4 is the minimum point, the turning point. I'll show you it in the diagram. See here, right? Minus 4, and here in minus 4, what is the y value? The y value is minus 4, and what is the x value? X value is 0. See, the x value is 0 here, x value is 0, okay, and y value is minus 4. So the turning coordinates of minimum points are 0 and minus 4. And here in this question that you need to find out the equation of a line of symmetry. So equation of line of symmetry is what? Yes, what is equation of a line of symmetry? Is x is equals to 0. Simple. How? Look. A line which is passes between the two x's, and this is passes between the two x's, on which point there passes between the 0. See the line, this one is the center line, right? I can show you this one. This is x is equals to 0 here, right? So this is a 0. X is equals to 0. So if somebody will ask you the question here, that what is the equation of a line of symmetry? And this question comes, the equation of a line of symmetry is x is equals to 0, right? Because you need to find out the equation. So here the equation of the line of symmetry is, yeah, always x, okay? X is equals to 0. I hope students you understood these questions. Do practice, right? And if you have any question, write down in the comment box.